Opening tip. Anticlimactically goes out of bounds. It will be Villanova basketball. Her own number. Rebound, keeping it here. Danae Carter on the offensive glass. Along the baseline, the three on the way, and just rounding.
Size is going to be maybe one of their biggest hurdles in this game against UConn, so good initial attack on the offensive glass.
AZ Fudd lets it fly and drains it out. UConn forces the turnover. One of the tops in the nation in opponent turnovers forced per game. Great positioning inside. Sarah Williams with the easy lanes to begin, but Danae Carter with the denial on the interior.
And Danae Carter giving up a couple of inches in that matchup.
Bryn McCurry drains it up. I'm really looking forward to seeing her against KK Arnold today.
Yeah, and we heard Gina Oriema and shoot around today say, make sure number 11 does not get an easy look. That was certainly...
The finger roll not there, finds her own miss that didn't touch rim, and KK Arnold turns on the Jets to the cup.
Just so quick with the ball.
No good, and the rebound corral by Sarah Williams. AZ Fudd will also dash her way to the rim and converts.
This UConn team, they know what they want to do. AZ Fudd had a couple of defenders in front of her, and she just said, I'm getting to the rim. There wasn't enough resistance from the Cats.
Another three for Villanova by Shea. KK Arnold drives to the rim, and she's going to be shooting two.
Arnold staying aggressive.
Three straight on, no good. Danny Cesaretti new into the game, wrapped up by Heckle. You could tell she wanted to try and help her team after that.
Oriema today say she's taking big strides every day. Gino said she has had probably her best week of practice so far.
AZ Fudd to the rim, that is no. Six-time Big East Freshman of the Week, new into this game as Villanova turns it over, and that is their fifth
finish, but I like that she stayed aggressive. Even if she's not necessarily going to be the one taking the shot, she's going to try to keep creating for her teammates and distributing the ball as well.
And she gobbles up yet another rebound. Quinones pushing the pace, and an offensive foul will go on the freshman from
turnover she's had this season, so I guess you can add that to the tally.
KK Arnold picking pockets out here, goes right at Allen and finishes for the St. John. She had 3 steals in about 45 seconds. She says, I think I just black out on defense. Here is Henry driving. She's going to go to the free throw line.
That's one way to black out.
And one and done there for the Huskies, but bringing the pressure. It is smothering no matter who the opponent is. It looks like that whistle is going to go on. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. It's been a strong one for the UConn Huskies. Here's Sarah Strong taking McCurry right to the rim, and she gets stuffed. Takes a lot of self-belief as well, guarding that player. Potentially a national player of the year, and she was going to get the up.
Put a guard on her because of her perimeter skills, and then she can feast on the inside.
Now a big post player on her, and Kylie Watson, she has no issue with that, taking her right to leading scorer in Big East play, 0 for 3, 0 points to start this game.
Credit to KK Arnold. I mean, she is everywhere in front of Boss. Crispy crossover right to left.
Quinones, a nifty move, slices her way inside, stops on a dime, and gets the gem.
I was going to say
offensive rating on paper, maybe by other metrics, the best defense in the country. It's 5 to shoot. Quinones floats it through for 3. UConn also limiting second chance opportunities. That's also 0 for Villanova. AZ Fudd darts her way to the rim.
And there it is again where
Arnold orchestrating this offense, leads Strong to the rim, and a 3, but the steal. What can't she do? Quinones to the rim.
An asset coming in off the bench, looking like the Big East Freshman of the Year and the Big East Sixth Woman of the Year.
Kennedy Henry nettion. Strong is directing traffic to try and get it to herself in the post. One-on-one against McCurry. The hook shot, too good.
That is, they're ahead of the rotations.
Allie Zabel, number 11 for UConn, in her first action. Backdoor cut, another easy lay-in for the Huskies shooting. Oh, Morgan Tuck, she's the general manager of the Connecticut Sun. They just have had incredible legacies. They've been outspoken about this sport, women's basketball overall. You look at Curry. Gets it into Bosco, who speeds up the floor. Hasn't found many opportunities today, but here she goes coast to coast for her second posture when they build a lead or go on a run, have to stay possession to possession, just as you laid out. Here is Henry calling her own number and draining takes it away. Bosco goes right at Williams. She's in a tough spot now. McCurry, pump fake, pull up. Yes!
Turnovers. They are coming off of a season high 21 turnovers against Creighton.
KK Arnold, what a take! Arnold's in attack mode for the Huskies. Leaves it for Fudge. She's got another triple. 3:23. Quinones stopped along the baseline, but she is fouled. Huskies with the possession. Arnold dishes it off. A ludicrous pass over to Sarah.
But
that'll be just the first on Arnold. On the baseline, out of bounds. Bosco.
In a sold-out Gamble Pavilion.
UConn will start the second half with the basketball. 45-27, make it 47-27. Already turned it over, surrendered a bucket to start off the second half. Danae Carter off the drive, and she will knock down the triple.
Weapons. They've had 4 different leading scorers in their last 4 games. They have to continue getting everybody involved, but the paint points continue to be an issue.
Defies is formidable. Strong on the attack, leaves it short. On the follow-up, right there, Sarah Williams for a 3-point play. Does what she does best, and that's defend the rim right there on that drive by McCurry. Arnold is going to put up a 3 and rattle it home for the Huskies.
Is just feeling herself this evening. Uh-oh, here she goes again.
KK Arnold, free runway, and she lays it up and in. UConn continues its...
Their players is unmatched. I mean, a lot of times, even in the WNBA and unrivaled, you want to be with UConn teammates because of single day they get the best out of you, and so because of that, they've been able to sustain a level of excellence for 40+ years.
Now, Cheryl Reeve is not the only
on the players today, but would you say he's gotten softer with time, or is he still as hard on them as he was on you and your teammates?
You know what? It was a tough practice. We couldn't, they don't have to dress up for games. Even if it was snowing, 3 feet of snow, we had to wear pantyhose down, walking from our apartments, Oh my, harder on us than he was on you guys. We're saying it to the guys now, so I'm sure they have loosened up. But he was still tough today, so that just shows, an old dog doesn't really learn new tricks.
Potentially repeat winning this game right now, 61-36 over the second-ranked team in the Big East. Sarah Strong, another easy finish off a feed. What are your impressions of this team?
Obviously, they have some really amazing offensive players, but I think their defense has been
in the third quarter, 18-12. Here's McCurry launching, and that'll be a 24-second shot clock violation right on cue. With working the offense through Strong. One dribble pull-up for Ashlyn Shade. That touched nothing going down, and Shade, her first points up to...
Nobody meets her underneath that screen.
Quinones in the passing lane. Trying to make it a pick 6. Can't convert. Shade with the follow-up. It's going to be as a key member off the bench for this Wildcats team. Quinones, the hesitation. She'll pull up along the baseline. That was...
Who I'm just amazed that she just learned English, and she was speaking perfect English with us today.
Her English was so good. She also speaks Italian. Not surprised to see Strong make a play like that at midcourt.
No, I mean, National Player of the Year candidate, filling up every stat sheet known to existence, and she's throwing...
Quinones looking to get downhill. There's Shade now, carving her way through the defense, and Strong drains the 3.
Deep this season.
Rising over everyone is Strong to snare that rebound. That is her 9th. And looking up ahead, Kaylee Heckel with the finish on the fast. 45 seconds to go before the fourth quarter, and Sarah Strong ties her career high with a vicious... Off the miss, here's Henry accelerating into the front court, and Tambu scores at the rim.
Really impressive.
From Iowa State, here's Bosco letting it fly from 3. And it's going to stay here with the Wildcats. Winning games by 38 points per game. That's only behind LSU, so they've got their entertainment over there too. Here's McCurry for 3.
And we mentioned her improvement, didn't play at all last season as a freshman, was just averaging about 3 points per game. That's up to 12 this season.
Backdoor cuts.
Maybe been the MVP of the All-American game.
When we were talking to Denise Dillon today at Shoot-Around, she said, this is the best and deepest UConn team I've seen, and I follow.
Really good offensive team. They won 12 of 13. They have a huge road win at West Virginia, and UConn has just had their way with them.
Talking about Villanova, 12 of
those games. They do have Notre Dame coming up on Monday. We'll see what Hannah Hidalgo can bring to town.
Ayanna Patterson will be
country.
Great effort by Patterson, keeping that in play, sprinting down the floor now. And Ducharme is fouled by Carter. Heckle, the mid-range is good.
As we mentioned earlier in the game, Gina.
Would you make any adjustments there?
The SEC is going to be interesting because Texas was looking real good. They had beaten South Carolina and UCLA time in the 4th quarter. Keeping the fans entertained.
We need the 3 starters broadcast view to just have a view of them.
We need it.
Elise Fisher in her first action gets to the cup for 2.
The hits just keep on from Elise Fisher.
Only player who hasn't scored, Ayanna Patterson. Could it be back-to-back here for Fisher? And that's 4 straight for the freshman from Baltimore. A 40-point UConn lead. Alisa Bell with the triple.
Forward, they were 2nd in the standings coming into tonight. Lost at Marquette. Big East getting interesting.
There it is in a 3-point play on deck. Ashlyn Shade leads the way at 29 minutes as there's a foul. For a Brickin for chicken. Hackle, a 3-point play opportunity as she. We're all 9-0 in Big East play, and they take this one officially 99-50.
I mean, this UConn team, and UConn almost doubles them up, a point shy of that, puts up a 99 piece. The defense, tremendous. UConn Huskies, they're coming for it all.
Shot 55% for the game. Sarah Strong leads the way with 24 points as the game high.